Hey everybody, I'm Geno Reynolds from The Real Opinion. It's been over 20 years since the release of the magic and wonder that is the original Jurassic Park. The sequels for the film are another story, however. Long story short, they're awful. Now over 20 years later, we get another chance at a good Jurassic Park sequel. Is it the sequel we deserved? Let's find out. For around 10 years, Jurassic World, the theme park that was spawned from the failed Jurassic Park, has thrived. Seeing dinosaurs now feels as common as seeing something along the lines of elephants. The owners of the park feel they need to create new and original creatures to keep the crowds interested. They create a new creature called the Indominus Rex, which would be the biggest and scariest attraction yet. However, as things are apt to happen on the island of Isla Nublar, something goes terribly wrong. This is, by far, the best Jurassic Park sequel. Now that I've said that, I still have to say that I was still terribly disappointed in this movie. Can you have fun with it? Sure you can. Is it the sequel the original deserved? Not by a long shot. I really like the idea and the setup at the beginning of this film, but unfortunately there are too many things that really make this a lackluster attempt at a good sequel. The things that work in this movie are unfortunately the things that are the most unoriginal. Most of the plot is either modified versions or flat out stolen plot points from Jurassic Park. Here's a short plot list. Mixing other animal DNA with dinosaurs leads to bad things happening? Check. Another company wants the dinosaurs or their DNA for themselves? Check. Kids get lost in the park needing to be rescued by our main character? Check. The list goes on and on and on, and if I continue, we'll be extinct by the time I'm done. Is some of this entertaining? It can be, but its unoriginality really hurt this one for me. The characters of this movie were all pretty cookie cutter, and that is one of this movie's biggest flaws. The first film had very likable, or at least identifiable, characters. You cared about them, or wanted to see them get eaten, and wanted to see the outcome of their stories. By the end of this movie, I didn't care about any of the main characters. The CG in this movie was decent, but I felt it was way overused. The reason the first film worked so well was because more practical effects were used along with the CG. I can only spot one scene in this one that used practical effects, and it was by far the best dinosaur scene in the film. There are a few plot twists in this movie, but none of them, and I do mean none of them, are a real surprise. That is the fault of the characters being too one-dimensional and the dinosaurs being too predictable. That being said, I expected this from the dinosaurs. The original Jurassic Park was filled with wonder, surprises, and originality, which is what made it so great. Jurassic World rehashes and tweaks the ideas that made the original great and call it something new. You can have fun with this one, but it is a rental at best. But remember, it's only just one guy's opinion. I'm Geno Reynolds from The Real Opinion. Until next time.